more VCLT from Adrian Cogger. Ahoy hoy everybody, and yes, more VCLT from my friend Adrian, very kind of him. So, week before last I uploaded a video showing some VCLT that Adrian had sent me. Adrian's been a friend for many years through the autograph community, but he's also a big music fan and he watches my videos, and he was given a load of LPs. I've subsequently learnt that a friend of his does house clearances and gets given loads of LPs, and he's now passing them on to Adrian at the moment, which is very nice, and Adrian's passing some of it on to me. So the first lot was sort of a blind, apart from one album, a shaky album, was sort of a blind. I had no idea what I was getting. After that, he picked out a few records that he'd found as he worked through the 200 odd albums that he'd been given that he thought I might like, and he sent me a little video of them on Messenger, and I said yes please to all but two of them, a couple of Glen Campbell's, because Glen Campbell's not my bag, and so he kindly said fine. I offered to pay postage and he said no, it's a thank you for the videos, so it's very kind, Adrian. Sent me a message saying he's sent a couple of packages to me, and when they arrived I opened them, thinking it was going to be the stuff I knew I was getting, and it was, plus some other stuff as well. For work reasons I haven't had a chance to record this video for about 5-6 days since I've received these, so as you saw at the start, I've already opened these. This is not a surprise for me, but I will show you what I got. So as I go through them, I'll say whether they were a surprise or not. This one was a sort of surprise. In the batch he showed me there was a Herb Alpert album, and he said he had a feeling there was another one in there, and I said, well, if there is, I'll have it please, and sure enough. So this is Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass, Going Places, their 5th album. This has got Spanish Flea on it, which is the one track that I really want from Herb Alpert. Walk Don't Run, Walk in Black Forest, Zorba the Greek. But, all of these are in pretty good condition. They nearly all need a good clean. But this is on A&M. There's sort of fingerprints and lots of dust on most of them, and some light scratching, but nothing that should affect play. The next one was one of the ones he showed me, and I said yes please to, and it is Mud Rock. Not quite sure, it's from 1974. I'm guessing this is just one of their albums. What sort of puts me off is that there's a medley on side 2 of Dynamite, The Cat Crept In and Tiger Feet. And the rest of it is nearly all covers. No, it is all covers. Apart from Rocket, as a Chin Chapman. But it's got Do You Love Me and Shalala Lee, Running Bear, Hippie Hippie Shake, Shake, Rattle and Roll, See You Later Alligators, and Medley, The End of the World, Blue Moon, In the Mood, and Bye Bye Johnny. So I haven't done any research into any of these albums, so I don't know, as I say, if it's a compilation or one of their normal albums or what, basically. But again, dust and hair all over it, a couple of light marks. As I say, that applies to all of them, so I'll try and remember not to keep saying it. So yeah, a bit of glam. Next we have Elvis 40 Greatest. I've got a funny feeling, as soon as I started looking at this, that my dad's got this. But this was another one that I said yes please to. It's on Arcade Records, a compilation of 40. It's this bit that was sort of familiar to me. A compilation of Elvis hits on 2 discs. I seem to recall, but as you can see, there's tightly packed grooves there. It's not greatest sound quality, but it's very good. You know, it's good enough. And certainly, apart from, I have one Elvis album that I've had since I was about 5 or 6. This is the only other Elvis I have on vinyl. And it is, you know, it's got pretty much everything I would want on it. Heartbreak Hotel, Blues I Choose, Hound Dog, Love Me Tender, Let Me Be a Teddy Bear, All Shook Up, Old Shep, King Creole, Jailhouse Rock, I Got Stung, One Night, Fool Such As I, Stuck on You, It's Now or Never, Are You Lonesome Tonight, Wooden Heart, Surrender, Marie's The Name Is Latest Flame, Rockahula Baby, Can't Help Falling in Love with You, Good Luck Charm, Return to Sender, You Have a Devil in Disguise, Crying in a Chapel, Guitar Man, In the Ghetto, Suspicious Minds, and more. Okay, so some of the ones I wasn't aware of is a few Gilbert O'Sullivan albums. I do already have all of these. I've told Adrian this. I will compare and contrast with my copies and see which ones to keep and then do something with the others. I'm not quite sure what. But this is himself. I've become quite a big fan of Gilbert, so I have been picking up his albums when I found them. This has got Matrimony and Nothing Rhymed. There are the 2 biggies on this one. More to come. This was one that I said yes please to. This is Original Artists 40 hits from the 50s and 60s. 2 records, Pickwick record set. Just, you know, a nice little compilation. It does feature on some of those dreaded words. These title are re-recordings by the original artists, but that only applies to to Stranger on the Shore by Akka Bilk and Tulips from Amsterdam by Max Bygraves. So it's not really the end of the world. It's all fairly innocuous stuff. Tudor Clark, Downtown, I mean, All Day and All of the Night, The Kinks, Donovan, Catch the Wind, Build Me Up Buttercup, Foundations, Sandy Shore, There's Always Something There to Remind Me, Tired of Waiting for You, The Kinks, Long Live Love, Sandy Shore, Long John Baldry, Let the Heartaches Begin, The Ivy League, Tossing and Turning, Judy in Disguise with Glasses, John Federman Playboy Band, Sweets for My Sweet, The Searchers, What Do You Want to Make Those Eyes at Me For, Emile Ford, Puppet on a String, Sandy Shore, Colours, Donovan, Baby Never I Found You, Foundations. You can see there's lots of repetition of artists. Picture of You, Joe Brown, You Really Got Me by the Kinks, Midnight in Moscow, Kenny Ball, Blue Moon, the Marcells, Michelle, the Overlanders, Lonnie Donegan, Battle of New Orleans, Honeycombs, Have I the Right, Sunny Afternoon by the Kinks. There's quite a bit of Kinks on here. Cumberland Gap, Lonnie Donegan, Needles and Pins, The Searchers. Sort of a little bit about the bands there as well. It's just, you know, it's just good, easy listening, background sort of music. Might come in handy for quizzes, that sort of stuff. That doesn't want to go back in my sleeve. But in very good condition. Next is another Gilbert O'Sullivan. This is quite frustrating, shall we say. I was going to say annoying, but that's not fair. I bought this from my local record shop in February. I picked it up at the start of this month, so it'll be on my March vinyl update. If I'd have held on a month, I wouldn't have needed to. This is A Stranger in My Own Backyard. So this is, see, it's done like a book, and it opens up thus, and then the record in the back. Yeah, this has got a fairly big mark on one side, so I might have been wise, but you know, I can go through and Frankenstein the covers and what have you if need be. What's on here? Apart from me sneezing. No big hits on this. This was a surprise to me. This is Itt KB Showcase album. 2 record sets. So this was... Okay, this is a rare thing indeed in the world of popular music. A top-quality album that's limited to certain lucky people. These 2 long-playing records featuring 24 famous stars were made by CBS exclusively for purchasers of Itt KB record players and no expense spared. It's just a compilation from CBS that they gave away with their Itt KB record players. Louis Armstrong's Mac the Knife, John Barry from Russia with Love, Aretha Franklin, If Ever I Would Leave You, Johnny Mathis, Doris Day, Que Sera Sera, although they call it Whatever Will Be on here. Julie Andrews, Pete Seeger, Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line, Simon and Garfunkel, Times They Are Changing, Tremolo's Good Day Sunshine, Georgie Fame, Bonnie and Clyde. I think that should be the ballad of Bonnie and Clyde, shouldn't it? Anita Harris, Duke Ellington, don't get around much anymore. Percy Faith Orchestra. Interesting little mixture. Excuse the sniffing. I've got a sort of a cold, and it's temperamental. Time of the year. Tired. Blah de blah de blah. Again, fingerprinty, etc. Next one was also a surprise to me. My initial reaction was, but Connie Francis, 20 all-time greats. In my head, when I first saw her, I thought she was a bit more country, and she's not really, is she? So it's got Who's Sorry Now, Lipstick on Your Collar, Among My Souvenirs, Stupid Cupid. Anything else I recognise? You Always Hurt the One You Love. Yeah, it will be interesting. Certainly tracks on there that I like. On Polydor. Another Gilbert O'Sullivan. Again, got this. This is back to front. It's got Claire on it. This is the Biggie, probably his most famous song. Or one of the 2. Again, as you can see, dirty as hell. This has got the original poster. And lyric booklet, which I'm pretty certain I have both of those in my current copy. Next one was one that I said yes to, a bit of fun. BBC Records Telly Hit 16 Top TV Themes from 86, I would say, 85, good guess. Howard's Way, Edge of Darkness, which is Eric Clapton and Michael Kamen. Tomorrow's World, Frontline, don't remember the Frontline, Wicker's World, Trojan Theme, don't remember that. Tripods, Dallas, Cagney and Lacey, Tender is the Night, Bergerac, EastEnders, the Snooker Theme, not entirely sure what that's going to be. Miss Marple, Voyage of the Heroes, which I don't remember, and Big Deal. Again, might be handy for quizzes. But very good condition, this one. It's not even particularly dirty. I would, you know, class it as a near mint. And the next one is another one that I said yes please to. Don't really, you know, it's sort of, I know the name Hooked on Classics, not sure I've ever heard it. Louis Clark conducting the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, so it's sort of, I believe, it's sort of like Jive Bunny for classical music. 81, yeah, it's around that era. So it's sort of snippets of well-known classical pieces all merged together. Again, just more curiosity than anything, but it's in good condition. But, you know, lots of tracks in various themes. We'll see. Next one is also one I said yes to. Curiosity, really. It's imagination. The album Scandalous. Lee, with about 7 E's, and I can't remember his surname now. And the other two. Don't recognise any of the titles. As you can see, not in great condition, the cover, the sleeve. It's gatefold. And the names aren't in there, which is annoying. Lee John, yes they are. Just found them. Lyrics on R&B records. But yeah, early 80s pop disco-y stuff. See what it's like. I'm aware of them. They had one big song, but I can't even remember what that is. But yeah, we'll see. Another Gilbert O'Sullivan. This is I'm a Writer, Not a Fighter. And this has got Get Down on it. Oh, I forgot about that. That's the other big song of his. Lyric sheet. There again. One man. We have, this is another one I said yes to. This is the Rare Groove Mix, 70 smash hits of the 70s, sensationally sequenced. So it's a non-stop mix of 70s songs. Side 1 is a dance mix 1, side 2 is a pop mix, side 3 is a dance mix 2, side 4 is glam rock mix and rock mix. It sort of tells you what's on there. It's all... there's a few bits that I don't really know. Not many, though. Or I might know them once I hear them. But it goes from Carl Douglas's Kung Fu Fighting to... Not literally, but Edison Lighthouse, Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes. The Beat, Tears of a Clown. Kinks, Lola. Drifters, Kissing in the Back Row of the Movies. Cozy Powell, Dance with the Devil. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. Tom Robinson, 2468 Motorway. Ike and Tina Turner, Nutbush City Limits. Dr. Feelgood, Milk and Alcohol. Kenny Getter, Rock and Roll Part 1. Dawn, Knock 3 Times. Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays. Don McLean, American Pie. Rod Stewart, Maggie May. All sorts on here. Blondie. So it's just one track on each side where they're all mixed together. Again, bit of fun. So 18 tracks on side 1. Oh dear. Dust coming off of these. So, it's not going to be full versions of the songs. It's probably just, sort of verse and chorus of most of them. Next one, I'm going to be interested to do a bit of research into. This was a surprise one. 5-track EP featuring the Mighty Lemon Drops for Bodine's Westworld and World Party. So ignore that. I've not been doing any scratching against something. I don't know what, but it does bring up my arms a bit when I do that. I've not been cutting myself or anything. before anybody spots them and worries. It's RM6, so it might be record mirror it came with, but it's got a little, it's sort of cut out there, so I'm guessing magazine sort of slipped in there, be my guess. Again, it says free with RM, so I'm guessing record mirror. It's a decent lump of vinyl. Not familiar with any of the tracks. Mighty Lemon Drops have got 2 tracks. Take Me Up and Out of Hand. And we've got Bubble Bo Diddley by Westworld, Backdoor by the Bodines, and World Groove Do Remind Gorilla by World Party. This was another surprise for me. It's an interesting one. The artists Earth, Wind and Fire, the artist Gene Khan, the artist Rose Royce, the artists. Original 12-inch extended or album versions. 2 albums for the price of 1. Live interviews, 18 magic tracks. Don't forget a Street Sounds box set. So that's just an advert. It's $5.99 at TW Records. But it's 2 discs. It's not a gatefold. So side 1 is 5 Earth, Wind and Fire tracks. Let's Groove, September, Fantasy, After Love Is Gone and Boogie Wonderland, so decent tracks. Side 2 is Gene Khan, 7 tracks. I'm not familiar with Gene Khan, whether I will recognise them when I hear them. And side 3 is Rose Royce, Car Wash, Wishing on a Star, Love Don't Live Here Anymore, are the 3 that I know from there. And then side 4 is interviews with each act. Yeah, not quite sure the origins of this. It seems a strange little compilation. Some Street Sounds is the label, and you can buy loads of coves with a logo on. £3 for a pair of sweatbands. £19 for a towel. Not exactly cheap at the time. When is this? 1985. This is, again, apart from a bit of dust, a couple of bits of light marking, but by and large, really good condition. But I mean, it's definitely worth it for the Earth, Wind and Fire tracks, and certainly the Rose Royce ones that I know. So I'm glad he sent me that. And next one was another surprise. It's a Motown record, but it's not the sort of artist you would normally associate with Motown. When I did my favourite Motown #1 singles, the top however many I did in the end, her #1 was on that list. It's a track I've always liked. This is Charlene, and this is a used to be album. Unfortunately, I've Never Been to Me is not on this. I don't know any of the tracks on here, I don't think. But yeah, certainly be interested to hear it. Whether it is of the same standard as I've Never Been to Me on Motown. And again, as I promised I was going to stop saying, just needs a clean. I'm now confused. Okay, this is the last one. And it's the other Herb Alpert. Oh no, that was... Right, this was the one in the picture. I couldn't read that because I had to ask who it was by. You know, what it was. I remember now, yeah. I couldn't... Because of the video, I couldn't see the Herb Alpert bit. So this was the one that he showed, and I said, yes, please. This was the other one. This is America. Bit drawing on the sleeve, but never mind. So that's the West Side Story America. Anything else I've read? Spanish Harlem. That's about all I recognise from this. But also an A&M. So yeah, thank you again, Adrian. We've already chatted. He's actually keeps being given more records. There is another package on its way to me. I don't know if it's just for one album that I'm aware that is coming, or whether he's chucked more in. I don't know. But if it's more, I'll do another video. If it's just for one, I'll show it in my final update. And also Sean SW Productions, I hope I've remembered his username right, has been in touch, and he's going to be sending me some VCLT as well. So I'll do a video for that when it comes. No idea what that's going to be. Looking forward to finding out. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you again, Adrian. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.